Hi, wonderful people. So, recently I've done a few polls with you guys, and I asked you, what is your current biggest challenge? And the result the answer that I had the most was yourself. You said myself because I asked you, is it myself, my relationship, or my job, or lack of one? There were a few responses of lack of a job as well, but ultimately the main one was yourself. Then I asked you the next thing, which was what's preventing you from currently investing in yourself? And do you know what you all said? Fear of reaching your potential. Fear of reaching my potential. That's what's stopping you. So, what I want you to do, because I said, how are we going to bridge this gap? Let's see if we can bridge this gap between what's stopping you from investing in yourself and becoming your true self, or embracing your true self, who you really are, and you're where you actually know that you can get to and actually start living that today and seeing how it feels. So the things that I asked you, I said, what's stopping you? Is it finances? Is it the trust or confidence that you have in your coach? Or is it the fear of reaching your potential? I did not expect you guys to come back and say it was the fear of reaching your potential, but that's what you said. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about a few things. Firstly, you're scared of reaching your potential, but I know that there's a huge amount of people out there that you can see are living up to their full potential, or as it may seem as though they're living up to their full potential, because everybody has so much more that they can potentially do. And what do you think when you see those people out there? Are you like, oh my God, I'm so in awe of them? They're so amazing. And I wish I could do that too, right? And in a way, sometimes it makes you feel a little bit guilty as well. Like, how comes they're able to do it and I'm not? But I want you to think, do you know what? The fact that they're doing it is proof to show that you can do it too. Because we're all born the same. We all have the same, we're all human beings. We all have the same amount of potential that we're actually able to reach. The difference is based on your experiences, etc. Now, if they can do it, you can do it. That's the first thing that I want you to think to yourself. If they can do it, I can do it. Anyone can. Secondly, to that, I want you to think, what's the worst that can happen? Really and truly, because we're already living in the future. The past was yesterday. We're already living in the future. You remember when you were younger and you were like, oh, I want to be this when I'm older, I want to do that, etc. The future's here. I mean, if you're anything like me, past 30, then we're definitely in the future. And if you're 25 and below, or below 30, should I say, you guys are in the past. Like, you've still got so much more to do. You need to be saying to yourself, what do I want to do right now that I'm not going to regret that I didn't do later on in life? Just tell yourself, if you're below 30, tell yourself, I'm actually in my past right now. What am I going to do? What would I have wanted to say to my younger self? What do I want to tell myself now? And what do I want to go and do it? What's the worst that can happen? That's what I want you guys to ask yourself. And then once you've asked yourself that question and answer it honestly, what is the worst that can happen? I want you to put a plan in place and say, what would I do in that situation? So write down the worst thing that you think that could possibly happen, and then write a backup plan. If that does happen, what am I going to do about it? Because that's something that I always do with myself. I say, what's the worst that can happen? And if that happens, what's the plan? What am I going to do? Because we should always be prepared. No one's saying that the worst isn't going to happen. It might. But if it does happen and you're already prepared for it, you're so much more further, and you can get so much more further than, you'll be so much more prepared and ready for it if it does, right? Now, the other thing I want you to think about is, think about, one, you're not only going to be benefiting yourself by trying to reach your potential, but you're also going to be benefiting those around you, because when you improve yourself, the better that you personally get, sorry, I've got a pen in my hand, the better that you personally get, that's going to emanate and it's going to improve the lives of the people around you as well. Not only that, another thing as well is that you're also going to be paving the way for other people that want to do the same as well, because you might be the first person that has started on that journey in your community, in your life, in your family, etc. And you're going to be paving the way. It might be even be somebody that's in a different city or a different country that sees you and says, do you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too. Remember the person that you're looking up to, that you're saying, if they can do it, I can do it too? Someone else is waiting on you to take that step so that they can do the same thing and say, do you know what? If she can do it, so can I. Genuinely. So let's backtrack on what we said. Your biggest challenge is yourself, is from what you guys have been telling me. Secondly, the thing that's been preventing you from investing in a coach and investing in yourself, should I say, I beg your pardon. The thing that's been preventing you from investing in yourself is the fear of reaching your true potential, your full potential. And what are we going to do about that? What's the worst that can happen? Look at somebody else that's already done it, and remember that you're paving the way for somebody else to do the same once you've taken that step as well. And I want to say a huge thank you for those people that have responded as well to the post, because you've taken the first step in getting back to me and replying and responding and thinking and reflecting to yourself, asking yourself those questions. You've already taken that first step. So you guys are amazing. I know this has been a slightly longer video than normal, but I'm extremely excited to take that step with you. And just remember as well that that's the reason that you have a coach, is because you're not alone, you're not by yourself. We're going to do this together, we're going to work together, and on top of that, you also have a community as well, a community of people just like yourself. So when you take that step and someone else takes that step, you're on it together. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.